As far as home field advantages go in the playoffs, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Houston Texans and the Denver Broncos. For the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. 7 yards, the pickup there. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Take this one down to the 36. On 3rd down, Conway. And he will have the Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. Conway, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is caught for the Bronco touchdown. Rondale Moore, 33 yards. And the Broncos will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. His first carry into the secondary past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. 2nd and 11. Play action, they'll throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. There he goes right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Back to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first two drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Looking to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Troy Pride. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. On first down, Hines. Again, he finds an opening, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now back to throw. Touchdown, Texans. DJ Chark, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. He probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
For the first across midfield to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll look to throw again. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Texans are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Chark in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
On second down, right back to Hines. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Able to slither by, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They go play action here on first down. And Sharp calls it in. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Irv Smith Jr. there to make the grab. And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all? And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 2nd and 20. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory. Down at the 31. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll look to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back to throw here. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Escapes the sack. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A huge play there for Houston. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DJ Chark saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The broken tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete.
Tyler Lockett, and down to the 11. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, Battle finding some room at midfield and finally brought down at the 43.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 77 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll roll, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. DJ Chark there to make the grab. And the Texans have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan. Finding a safety valve here, that's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Here's 2nd and 8. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Texans are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have bucked the trend so far. Sterling performance to this point on the road, no less, in the wild card round. And they look to finish things off here in this 4th quarter. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A huge play there for Houston. And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as